Hello everyone. Today we will study the lesson Albert Einstein at School. This chapter is written by Pringle Lawrence Patrick. So let us discuss about the author first. Pringle Lawrence Patrick was born on November 26, 1935 in Rochester, New York, United States. He was a teacher of science at Lima, New York Central School from 1961 to 1962. He was also the editor of Nature and Science magazine, freelance writer and writer in residence at Keene College, Union, New Jersey. Lawrence Patrick Pringle has been listed as a notable writer at Mauritius Who's Who. So let us know something about Albert Einstein. 1879 to 1955, he is regarded as the greatest physicist since Newton. In the following extract from the young Einstein, the well-known biographer Patrick Pringle describes the circumstances which led to Albert Einstein's expulsion from the German school. So here is the story of Albert, where he is found in the school and when he is facing his history teacher. In what year, Einstein asked the history teacher, did the Prussians defeat the French at the Waterloo? I don't know, sir. Why don't you know? You have been told it often enough. I must have forgotten. So the child is very much open to the teacher, and when the teacher is asking him question, very openly he is saying, sir, I don't know. Did you ever try to learn? Ask Mr. Braun. This is the name of his history teacher. So he said, did you ever try to learn it? Ask Mr. Braun. Albert replied, no sir, with his usual unthinking honesty. So he was a very flat person in the answer. Unthinking means usually without thinking, he said, sir, I don't know. Why not? I can't see any point in learning dates. So he said, when he say, why don't you learn? Very openly he said, sir, I don't find any point. Why should we learn the dates all the time? One can always look them up in the book. Whenever we need them, just open the book and find it. Mr. Braun was speechless. Speechless means he found no words what to say. For a few moments he remained quiet. You amaze me, Albert. Amaze me means I am surprised, Albert. He said at last, don't you realize that one can always look most things in the books? And children, it is very much natural that if we are finding everything in the books, so what is the need of a teacher in the class? That applies to all the facts to learn at the school. Yes, sir. Then I suppose you don't see any point in learning facts. So he said, why are you coming to the school? When you can find anything in the book, then it means you are finding no point in learning anything. Frankly, sir, I don't. Frankly means very openly, sir, I am admitting that I don't find any point in this. Said Albert, then you don't believe in education at all? Oh, so he is becoming very much ironical in talking to this boy, and he said, okay, then why are you getting the education? Leave it. Yes, sir, I do. I don't think learning facts is education. The boy is saying, sir, very much frankly speaking, that if we are only learning facts, if this is education, I don't find any point in this. In that case, said the history teacher with heavy sarcasm. Sarcasm means, children, when we just pass any comment to somebody, we become ironical. So he said, perhaps you will so kind as to tell the class the Einstein theory of education. So he said, okay, if you don't know, not finding any point in learning facts, then start your own education theory. Albert flushed. Flushed means he was blushing. Right? I think it is not the fact that matter, but ideas. This was his own theory. He is saying, sir, why should we learn facts all the time? Rather, we should just spend our time to ideas. He said that I don't see any point in learning the dates of the battle and even which of the armies killed more men. So he said, sir, if the war had taken place, then okay, let it be. Why should we keep on learning all the time dates, that in which year that army killed how many people and why they have killed this, what was the reason and this and that. So why should we learn the dates all the time? I don't find any point in this. Next, so here children, we are finding that Albert is thoroughly arguing. He said, sir, we are more interested in learning why those soldiers were trying to kill each other. So he said, sir, we should know now what was the reason. Why they were killing to each other. What was the matter? That's enough. Why should we learn the dates all the time? Mr. Brown's eyes were cold and cruel. He became very angry. He was having red eyes. It means the anger was thoroughly visible in his eyes. Why don't you want a lecture from you? Einstein, so he said, Einstein, you are a student and I am a teacher. I don't want to get any lecture from you. We don't want a lecture from you, Einstein. You will stay here for an extra period today. So he was being punished. He is saying, you have to sit over here in the class for one extra period. Although I don't imagine it will do you much good, I know that though I am also only just giving you extra time and punishment, even then it will not do any good to you. Because it won't do any good to the school either. You are a disgrace. Disgrace means insult to the school. You are insulting the teachers. You are just spoiling the environment of the class. If you will behave like this, others will also follow you. I don't know, why do you continue to come? So he is saying, when you are not interested, I can't find any point why you are coming to the school. It's not my wish, sir. Albert pointed out. So Albert is replying to him and he is saying, sir, I am not here by my own wish. Then you are an ungrateful boy and ought to be ashamed of yourself. I suggest you that you ask your father to take you away from here. So the teacher is still angry and he is scolding him very badly. He is saying that you are an ungrateful boy. Ungrateful means unthankful child. Your parents have sent you here for study and you are not responding to them very well. So ask your father that he will take you away from here. Albert felt miserable when he left the school. So today when Albert was going back to the home, he was not happy. Miserable means he was very much upset because not that it had been the bad day, most days were bad now because he knew very well. Not only today was a bad day, but almost all the days were bad for him because he had to go to the hateful place the next morning. Today he is going back to the home and tomorrow again he has to come to the school and certainly again he will face the next insult. So he was not happy to go back to the home. He only wished his father would take him away, so that his highly wish was that his father would take him away from here. But there was no point in even asking. He knew his father very well. It was a wish of his father that he should pass the diploma. That is why he was here. Because he knew the answer of that father, what the answer would be. He would still say that until he had taken the diploma, we will not accept you in the house. Means he has to complete his diploma in the school. Then going back to his lodging did not cheer him up. Moreover, the place where he was living, that was not also very good because his father had so little money to spare that Albert had been found a small room in one of the poorest quarters of Munich. He was having very poor background. His father was not wealthy so that he could afford a nice room in the nice environment. So he had found a very poor room in the quarters of Munich. He did not mind the bad food and the lack of comfort. The problem was the area was very dirty, but the food was also very bad. He was not finding any amenities, any facilities there, any comfort. Even the place was full of dirt and squalor. Squalor means foul smell. But he hated the atmosphere of slum violence. He was living in the slum area. And in the slum, children, always you have seen people there quarreling, fighting, shouting, making noise, creating chaos. So all these things are found very often. So he was living in that area, and that area's environment, the surroundings, he did not like to live in. His landlady beat her children regularly. Regularly means every day. Landlady, the owner of the house. She used to beat her children every day and on every Saturday. Her husband came drunk and beat her. So this was a regular practice. Every Saturday, she was beaten by her husband because he was a drunk man And so whenever he came in the house, he always beat her. But at least you have a room of your own, which is more than I can say, said Yuri when he called round in the evening. So Albert was also accompanied by a friend, and his name is Yuri. He was a hosteler. So one day he came to him to meet him. So he said, at least you are having a room, Albert, what is the problem? At least you live among civilized human beings, even if they are all poor. Students, said Albert. So Albert said, Yuri, you are living among the civilized students. Civilized means people who are well-mannered. They are not civilized, Yuri replied. So Yuri said, no. You should not have this belief that they are all civilized. They are very much ill-mannered also. So here Yuri is explaining the atmosphere of hostel in which he was living. He was saying that, Albert, did you not hear that one of them was killed last week in a duel? Duel means fight. And what happens to the one who killed him? So there was some problem which was created in the hostel or in the college. So it was all the politics as we have in the other colleges and campuses. So he said, you know what happened to the person who killed him? Nothing, of course. Yuri said nothing happened to him. Rather, he was feeling very much proud of. His only worry was that the authorities means management officers, have told him not to fight again in this type of duel. He is upset about this because he has not a single scar on his face to wear as the rest of his life as a badge of honor. So he said rather that man was so shameless that he was not having any shame, that he just created the feud in the college. Rather, he was feeling sorry because he was not getting any scar on the face, which he could wear for his whole life as the badge of honor. Then I did this, that is why I got this scar on my face. So now Albert, after talking to Yuri, he was having his cousin Elsa, right? So that Elsa he is talking about, and she is the one who is the daughter of his uncle. So she is saying that, Albert, I am sure that you could learn enough to pass the examination if you tried. So sometimes some cousins are very much close to each other, so they were also. So when he just narrated the problem to her, she is suggesting, she is saying, Albert, please do something. Please learn that much only which you can pass the examination if you try. Because she said, I know many boys who are much more stupid than you are, who get through. So she is saying it happens to many children. Those are stupid, even then they pass the examination. They say that they don't have to know anything. You don't have to understand even anything, whatever you are being taught. Just learn, repeat, cram. Yes, learn like a parrot. That is the whole trouble, said Albert. So whatever suggestion she is giving, Albert was not being agreed to her because he said that is the only problem. I can't cram, I can't learn, right? I can't have rote learning. That is the only problem I have with me. I am not good at learning things by heart. So he is very clearly telling her that, Elsa, I can't learn. That is the only trouble. You don't need to be good at it. Anything can learn like a parrot. So she is saying, what is the problem? Whatever is there, just learn it like a parrot. You just don't try even. And yet I always see you with a book under your arm. So she is noticing that Albert was holding a book under his arm. So she asked, what is that book? What are you reading? A book on geology. He said that I am just reading the book on geology. Geology? Rocks and things? Do you study this? Learn that? Do you learn? No. We have hardly any science in the school. So see, he was such a big scientist. Yes, would-be scientist of the world, and he was admitted to the school where he was only having humanities subjects. So science was not taught in his school. That is the only trouble with him. Then, why are you learning it or studying it? Because I liked it. So he said, this is my choice. I love this book. That's a good enough reason. That's why I am just reading it. Elsa sighed. So Elsa, she was very much disappointed. You are right, of course, Albert, she said, but it won't help you for your diploma. She said, okay, if it is your choice, your hobby, you can carry on. But the problem is that you have to pass the diploma, and this book will not help you out to pass the diploma as well. Apart from the books on science, his only comfort was music. So Albert was having the hobby of reading the books of science. Moreover, he was having the hobby of music, and he used to play violin regularly. Until the landlady asked him to stop, because the landlady did not like the sound of music. She said that wailing gets on my nerves. She said wailing means the sound of lamenting, the sound of crying, and violin was having a very sound like that. So she used to say that this wailing is always haunting my nerves. I don't like this, so please don't play violin in my home. She said that there is enough noise in this house with all the kids howling. Children who howls? Jackals howl. But here this lady is saying that already children, they keep on making noise all the time. They used to shout, they used to howl, they used to cry. So I don't love this voice. Albert was tempted to point out that most of the time it was she who made them howl. So Albert was very much keen to say that who made them howling? Only you are the one who creates chaos in the house. But he decided to remain quiet for the better way of decision. Then I must get away from here, he told Yuri. He said, Yuri, just take me away from here. After 6 months alone in Munich, it's a very, very tiresome time. It is absurd that I should go on like this. He is saying it's being intolerable to me that I cannot carry on my life like this. In the end, it will turn out that I have been wasting my father's money and everyone's time. So he is talking to Yuri very frankly, and he is just sharing his own opinion. He is saying, Yuri, in the end, what will come out? Only that I have wasted my time, everybody's time, moreover my father's money as well. So it is better that I must stop it here and I must do something. Then what will you do? Yuri asked. I don't know, because he was in so much of tension that he was unable to decide what is to be done. He said, if I go to Milan, I am afraid my father will send me back to this place again. So he said I should just think some plan, because my father won't agree with me and he will send me here back to my place again. His eyes gleamed. Gleamed means shine. With a sudden idea. So he was having one idea immediately which came to his mind, and he said, Yuri, do you know any friendly doctors here? Do you know any friendly doctor? Yes. And Yuri is saying that I know a lot of medical students and some of them are friendly. So he said, yes, I know many doctors, but they are only students. They have just passed their medical science examination, and some of them are very much close to each other, close to me. Doctor? No. I have never had enough money to go to one. Why? So he said, no, properly doctors I do not know, but I only know the medical students. So Albert is saying, why? Albert is replying, suppose, said Albert, if they say that I had nervous breakdown, suppose the doctor will write down that I am in the bad position, bad phase to go to the school, and I need to get right away from here. It means he is planning that if some doctor will just give a false certificate to me that I am suffering from nervous breakdown, certainly the school will allow me to have rest and I will get rid of them. So Yuri told him that he was not exactly a neuro specialist. He is saying he is not a perfect professional doctor, but he has just qualified as a doctor. He was a medical student some months before or few weeks ago. That Albert could even be his first patient. So he said, Yuri mentioned that he has known him for a while and then now and want Albert not to be lie to him. So he told Albert everything, that don't be a liar before him, because he is not a fool. He is a doctor. Yuri asked him to be honest and not perfect and not pretend to have nervous breakdown. So he said, before the doctor, you have to be very honest and tell him all the things very openly. he immediately mentioned that it was not also possible because Albert was the world's worst liar. He knew Albert very well. So he said, if you will tell a lie, certainly you will be caught by him. Because you do not know how to lie before anybody, and certainly you will be caught. So because you are the world's worst liar, you do not know how to tell a lie. So Albert agreed to Yuri. So whatever advice was given to him, he was very much ready for that. And then he went to the doctor. Albert went to see the doctor and told him that he really does not have the right choice of the words to describe his miserable situation. Miserable means painful, problematic. So he told him very frankly that I can't describe my miserable condition, because the friendly doctor comforted him. So the doctor was very much good. He was very friendly to him. He just supported him very well and told him that you need not to worry. Yuri had already told him everything about him. It turned out that Yuri had told Dr. Weil. His name was Dr. Ernest Weil. The entire story, and how Albert wanted to a doctor to think that he had nervous breakdown because of the school. So he knew very well, and he told him that certainly because of the school you are getting so much of problems. Albert expressed his displeasure. Albert did not like Yuri's habit because he has narrated him everything before, which he wanted to share with the doctor. With Dr. Weil knowing the entire story, because he felt that the doctor wouldn't help him now. So he was sure that now, because the doctor knew very well that this is a false story, so he will not help him out. But as a result, he would have to go back to the school again. But on the contrary, the things happened. Because the doctor was very much worried with the situation, he understood well. Even when he had not told anything, Albert was surprised with the doctor's reply and asked him how he got to know all about Albert. So Albert is asking, sir, how do you know? The doctor very professionally replies that if Albert were not really close to the nervous breakdown, he would not be really seeing him. So he said, because I am a doctor, so if you were not having the problem, certainly I would not going to meet you. He then asked him, okay Albert, what will you do after you are just going from the school? Albert tells him that his plan is going to live with his parents, going back to the place in Italy where he would just join the Italian college. And children, it's very surprising, because if we are not qualifying class 10th and 12th, and if you are planning to go to the college, so which college will give you admission? No college. And then doctor expresses his lack of clarity on the subject of admission, because in the college without the school diploma, it's very much certain that without the mark sheet of class 10th and 12th, how will you get the admission in graduation or PG? But Albert assures him that his mathematics teacher would provide him with a reference so good enough to get him and their confidence in his math teacher. So he said, sir, if my math teacher will give me the proper reference, certainly I will give that admission in the good college. So he claimed to have learned all about mathematics that is taught in the school and some more it as well. So he is saying, I am having great confidence in mathematics. Moreover, rather more I know about maths. So if my maths teacher would recommend for me, certainly I will get admission there. The doctor is not still convinced. Convinced means satisfied with the answer of Albert. So he is saying that college idea would not succeed certainly, because until he is passing class diploma degree, then diploma, how will he go to the college? And he is definitely convinced, but the fact that he is going to leave the school because school is not giving him any good, so he confirmed that the 6 month time will be well for him, and then he will just write on the page, because he said that Dr. Weil tells him that he understands the situation so well because he had just stopped his studies, right? He had been the student, and he also refuses. Refuses means he denied that I will not charge anything, because Albert asked him how much, and he said nothing. If you want to give me anything, please give a party to Yuri, because he was a common friend of both. So Yuri was giving Yuri a meal for the joy. Albert took Yuri out of the supper and they were very happy because he had no extra money. He could not pay to this doctor also. On seeing the certificate, Yuri assures him means gave him assurance that 6 months is a good time period because just in case things will go wrong, then Albert could come back to finish his school diploma. So they were having both the things in their hand. Suppose this thing will not be successful, they will just get their previous thing in their hand. So Albert could come back to finish his school diploma. Albert reassures Yuri. Reassures means he gave him confirmation that this is not going to happen. He was so frustrated that he was not wishing to just go back to the school again because it is never going back that place. He is saying once I will just leave this place, I will never come back. He conveyed the idea of taking the certificate to the head of the school the next day, while Yuri reminded him to get the reference letter from his mathematics teacher, Mr. Koch. So he said, okay, tomorrow I will just go to my principal, show it to him. But before this, Yuri just reminded him that before this, you will go to your mathematics teacher and Mr. Koch. The mathematics teacher gave Albert a nice reference. So the mathematics teacher, he was very happy with him. So he wrote a very beautiful, lovely lines for him. And he also went to the extent of saying that Albert would soon be ready to teach him, which Albert thought it was saying too much. So he appreciated him in such a way, and he said that if you would stay in the school, certainly after some time you will be able to teach me. Probably out of the respect of his teacher, so he said, no sir, you are saying too much. But Mr. Koch then put an wonderful, beautiful, different words letter to him, but furnished the reference in the way to make it smooth for Albert to enter in any college to pursue education for higher education, higher mathematics. So he wrote in such a way that certainly Albert would get the admission in the college level or any higher mathematics institute. So the teacher expresses his displeasure about Albert leaving, because whenever we leave our good student, certainly we feel sorry for him. But again he knew that Albert was wasting his time there because he was not the child made for that school. Albert instantly corrected him and he said, sir, no, this is not so. This is the only class where I was not wasting my time, and it was your class. Albert did not tell him anything about leaving, but Mr. Koch understood that definitely he is going to leave the school because that is why he has come to ask him for the reference. So, a referral means reference letter. To his surprise, Albert was called into the head's room. So, after this, Albert was called by the servant that head teacher is calling him. Although he was not aware of the reason, so he was surprised, why I am being called? Because he himself was wishing to go to the principal room, but now he was called by him. So he himself was going to make an appointment. So he was thinking that I have to take the appointment from him, but God knows. But he was very happy that now, luckily, it will save my time, and I should not wait outside to meet my head teacher. Albert did not put much thought into why he was being called. Even then, he was very happy that I should not waste my time and I will go straight away in the head teacher's room. Somehow he knew maybe it is a punishment because he has made very poor performance and lack of interest in the subjects. But now he was done with all of it. And to his utmost surprise, Einstein was told that he was not going to be punished this time. So the head teacher told him that we are not going to punish you this time. Rather, the headmaster expressed that he is done with all his laziness and wishes to no longer have him there. So he said, because you are so lazy, you are intolerable to the classes, you are just insulting the teacher of the schools. So the school is not wishing to keep you here anymore. So Albert's first thought was if he was being expelled. So he asked the principal or asked the head teacher, am I being expelled? So now here he is feeling hurt. Children, when we are leaving something, we are the upper hand. We feel proud that we have left. But when somebody is expelling us, it is a great insult. So he was unable to bear that insult. So he said, why I am being expelled? The head of the school, the headmaster, he was very serious and he advised him that he left the school on his own instead of being expelled because he would be easier for both parties. Albert still did not understand that what crime he had committed. The head teacher explained that his presence is creating trouble to the teachers to give their lectures to the class, and that is how no work can be done because when he is sitting in the class. So while standing there, Albert felt the certificate was burning a hole in his pocket. He was thinking that why I have just brought this certificate in my pocket. Though he was thinking something else and he had to face some other situation, which means that the money he had just spent on extracting the certificate, which he paid in the terms of going to the meal with Yuri, had gone waste, as the certificate was rendered useless. Rendered means it proved to be him as a useless. Moreover, he put so much of effort to get the certificate and here it is useless. He was anyway being sent away from the school. So now it is declared by the teacher or the head teacher that he is being expelled. Regardless, Albert expresses that he was anyway going to leave, and which the teacher replies that at least for the first time that they are agreeing on same thing. So he said, okay sir, I am leaving, and the head teacher also agreed to him, okay, you may go. So at that moment, Albert was being driven by his desire to tell the head teacher the truth and what he thought of the school. So Albert, because he was being expelled, so he was wishing that I should just tell my head teacher what I was thinking for. But somehow he managed his desires and not to resist, means he controlled his emotions, because at last ultimately his wish was fulfilled. Fulfilled means covered. And then he walked straight out of the school while ignoring the head teacher's instructions. So while he was going, and the head teacher told him just to close the door, and he did not obey because no more he was his head teacher at that time. So he even did not give a look to the school where he was living and spent for most miserable time of his life. He had no real friend in the school, no close acquaintances. Acquaintances means familiar people, so to whom he could say goodbye. He met Yuri before leaving, who wished him well and hoped he'd be happy in the coming years. He was going to, so Yuri came to bid him farewell and he wished him good luck while he was going to his own country. Elsa was also back in Berlin with her family, so she also came back, and thus there was no one else he could say goodbye to. So there were no other people to whom he was wishing to say goodbye, so he went away quietly.